name's Kirk. I did a 4-day backpacking trip in the Slickrock Wilderness area in North Carolina. Started out at the Old Growth Memorial Forest lot and then went up the Naked Ground Trail and camped the first night at Naked Ground. Day 2, I went down Hayo Lead and went to see the Hangover, which is probably the best view in the park. It was a nice clear day, so great view. Then went down Hangover Lead and down the Big Fat Trail, and just past the Big Fat Trail on 42, Slickrock Creek Trail, I camped there. Then day 3, I went up the Slickrock Creek Trail, but it was pretty overgrown, so I backtracked, went back up Big Fat Trail, and then back up the Hangover Lead, and spent the night at my original camp spot, night 1. And then day 4, went down, back down the Naked Ground Trail and back out to the Memorial Forest, and that was the extent of my trip.
I'm leaving the Joyce Kilmer parking area here, and not quite sure if I'm going to go up the Naked Ground Trail, or I believe the trail number 54, the Stratton Bald Trail, heading up to Naked Ground. Feet, so I'm pretty tired, and there's a spring right behind me, probably about 100 feet down, so that was nice. Got to about 38 last night. I was pretty surprised. I'm probably going to go over to the Hangover and check out that view, and then I'll probably go down to the river and camp down. I'm not sure which trail I'm going to go down, so I'll figure that out this morning. I guess I'll check the map out and see how many miles I want to do. That's the first time I've tried the Spindrift, the winter sock for the Ridge Runner, and that really was pretty nice. I liked it. Of course, I didn't really need it that last night because it didn't get that cold, but it was definitely a nice piece of equipment. Just broke camp, and I guess I'm heading to the Hangover I know since it's a pretty day, I want to see that view, and I guess I'll decide where I'm going to go after that. Spot right here next to water. I had a couple of hunting dogs come greet me, so I've got my orange on and around. So it looks like a pretty good spot. They're lost or what's going on, but there's two hunting dogs hanging out with me. Well, the poochies are still here. I don't know if, I guess they're lost, but they've been here for a couple hours and they're really cold. This one right here is trembling real bad, so well, we might get a little rain this morning, or today, I'm not sure. I think it's about 50% chance. And my little friends are still here. They've called a number, or actually I've satellite texted my wife, and she tried to call the owners, couldn't get them. I fed them some of my food last night, so I don't know if they're gonna try to hike out with me or what, but I feel kind of bad for them. They wouldn't get by the fire last night, but it didn't get too cold, probably around 40 or so. So for dogs, I don't think that's too bad. Anyway, so far looks pretty clear, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll not get the rain. Hey Poochie, you okay, buddy? You okay? I think this one here has a hurt leg, so I do not know what to do. Hopefully my wife will be able to get in touch with the owner, and maybe I can, I don't know, I may have to backtrack and meet him out at one of these, out at this, oh buddy, I'm sorry. Might have to go to this trailhead back here, if we can, see if we can call this guy and meet him. See if my wife can, at least. Good little coffee. I'll tell you, my favorite 3-in-1 I found yet is this one I found at this Asian market. It's called Vina Cafe. So if you're looking for a good 3-in-1, this is the strong blend right here. It's pretty good. So if you're looking for one, you might want to try it. I got it at an Asian market where I live in Homewood, Alabama. So anyway, I guess today I'm gonna have to try to figure out what to do with these doggies. They may not even follow me. I have no idea. So I did give them food, so they probably will. And I don't know. One's got a hurt leg, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. But they look pretty pitiful over there. They're just hanging out, trying to. They're waiting for the sun, I'm assuming, get a little heat so they can warm up a little bit, but I couldn't really do much for them. I fed them a little bit, which I don't know if it was a good idea or not. I guess it probably is if they're starving. But now they're going to follow me up to higher elevations, and I'll just have to kind of watch after them, make sure they get water when they need it, and so forth. But they're poochies, so I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out. Hopefully they can stay with me long enough to where I can take them to the trailhead that I came in at, and see if we can find their owners, hopefully. So we'll see. Satellite texted my wife last night, and she's going to try to contact the owners. I told them to try to call the rangers. I don't know if they're going to do anything, but the owners hopefully will. So we shall see what happens. Well, leaving camp. It was a good night. Didn't get down too low. Probably, again, a pretty warm night. I'd say around 40 or so. So I was pretty surprised about that. And got to see if the little poochies are going to come along. I hope they will. My wife contacted the owners, and they're supposed to be driving up. So hopefully, I don't know if we can coordinate the pickup of the poochies or what's going to happen here, because I won't be able to get all the way back to the Memorial Forest by today, so I'm gonna have to camp another night, and then they've got a 2-hour drive, so I don't know if they're gonna try to hike up about 3,000 feet of elevation. I'm not sure if those guys are gonna do that or what's gonna happen. So, and the communication on my satellite receiver has been kind of spotty, I guess. It's been kind of tough to communicate with my wife, but anyway, we'll see what happens. We're gonna hit the trails. Well, they're not coming with me, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I've been trying to bait them with beef jerky, and I think they're gonna stay here. I think the girl's the little one's got a hurt leg or something, so I guess all we can do is give the grid coordinates to my wife, and she's getting that information when I give her the in-reach message. So very sad, but I don't have anything else to do. I've got to keep enough food for me, and I gave them a good bit, so not much to do, but pretty sad. I don't know if these guys are going to show up or what, so I don't know what to do. I would go another route, but the dogs won't follow me, so that's all I can do is just finish my hike and head on. Well, I just met up with the owner of the dogs, the hunting dogs. It's an old man, older gentleman, and he had to drive about 2 hours to get to the trailhead up here. And I tried to go up 42 Slickrock Creek Trail, and that trail just kept disappearing on me. So after about a half mile, I gave up and decided to come back up big fat trail and back up Hangover Lead, which was a booger bear, but I'm gonna have to do it. So anyway, I'm glad they found he's not far from the dogs, probably about 30 minutes. So I just saw him, met him about halfway up this trail. Anyway, that's a good thing. This climb kicked my butt today. It was really tough. I think a lot of it was mental for whatever reason, but very tough climb. Probably a total of about 3,000 feet that I had to climb. Pretty pooped. I don't think I've ever gotten that cold that fast. I came up the mountain and just when I got on top, it's just real wet in the air, and I just got cold. I only stopped for just a couple of minutes, and I got very cold, so put on this little light windbreaker and it did the trick. Well, I got caught in a little bit of rain and got a little windy, so I had to set up my tarp real fast, and then I'll have to set up everything else around it. So, but at least I got it set up. Training pretty good right now. So, got a little break from the rain. I'd say it's a little cloudy, a little socked in here. It's only about 5 o'clock, so it looks like I'm not going to do a fire. Probably just watch a movie and try to get some sleep, because I am tired. I'm very tired. I just ate some ramen noodles. Those are probably the best ramen noodles I've ever had. And so I'm going to try to get the rest of my stuff set up and get some rest. I'm tired. Well, no fire last night. It rained from about probably 3 or 4 in the afternoon till about 2 or so in the morning. So anyway, got some good rest. Gonna try to break camp a little bit early and head down the same trail I came up the first day, Naked Ground Trail, and I don't think it's too many miles, and it's all downhill, so that's good. And coming out of the trails today, so hope the car is okay and everything. So looking forward to a nice hike down. Well, broke camp. It's about 9 o'clock, probably about 45, heading down Naked Ground Trail, and at least I'm going down, so that's a good thing. Good trip, nice adventure with the dogs and getting the dogs back to their owner, and a lot of rain last night. Other than that though, great weather. It was a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be, so thankful for that. Ready for a good hike down. I think it's going to be a pretty day, so looking forward to the hike back down to the Caro. This is about the same angle of where I was looking off from my campsite, looking down, of course about 1,000 feet lower, so I'm starting to hit these clouds and I'll be under them soon. So it's nice to have a good bright morning, but I think it's going to get a little dark here soon. Smoked squid jerky. I got that at the Asian market, along with the other stuff I get like coffee and other snacks. But if you don't like fishy, you don't want this. I like it though. At first it was a little weird, but I've gotten accustomed to it and I like it. Go get something good to eat, see the kids. I got a 4.5 hour drive home. I was thinking about spending the night, but I'll be getting out of here by 12, the latest. I started at 9, geez, maybe 11:30. So might as well make the drive, spend some extra time with the fam, and sleep in my bed. Alright, all looks good. Ready to go. Well, that was a great trip. 4 days, 3 nights. Haven't figured the miles yet. I'll have to figure those later. But usually you do that before the trip, but I do things backwards. That was a good time though. The only thing that kind of spooked me is when I camped the second night and right off a big fat trail, going downriver on 42, and the next day my plan was to go up 42, Slickrock Creek Trail, and that trail either hadn't been maintained or I'm just a bad trail follower, but I couldn't find it. I mean, the first part of it was okay, and then it was a small little cutout where the creek ran down, so I don't know where it was. So I think it was just not a very traveled path and has gotten to where nobody goes up that way. So I turned around and probably did the smart thing, and I didn't want to burn too much energy, especially when you're trying to do stuff like that, bushwhacking. No, that's not going to work. So I turned around, came back, and went back up the same way I went down day 2. So 4 days, great trip. I mean, the weather was great. In between probably 38 and close to 60, believe it or not. So it was really nice. Little rain last night, good views, and Slickrock Wilderness is a great place to come check it out.